Madden Ultimate Team season just around the corner. It's important to find a reliable site. Introducing MutReserve.com. Find all your coin needs there, and while you're there, make sure to use code RENDER for 15% off. What's up guys, Render back again with another Madden video, and today it looks like I'm rebuilding the Jets, but that is not quite the case. I wanted to choose a team that would have no bearing on the season for literally anybody because they are so bad. Sorry to all the Jets fans, but as a Patriots fan, we know it's true, right? But nonetheless, what I wanted to do is have a side-by-side comparison of two young quarterbacks in the league. We have Tua Tagovailoa and Joe Burrow. I wanted to see who has the better season, who has better stats individually, who has better stats as a team, who has more accolades, who has the better overall record. Do we see a playoff run by either of these players? I have no idea, but I do want to see which quarterback has a better rookie season. All right, looking at Joe Burrow, they did a pretty good job of his likeness on this player skin. He looks pretty good. 77 overall. He still has hidden potential, but I'm sure that'll turn into superstar X Factor. Just looking at stats-wise, you know, he looks like a really solid player, and I think he's going to have a good breakout season. I just did a rebuild with the Patriots for one season, and Joe Burrow actually led them to a 10-6 record and making the playoffs. So if that's an indication of things to come, we might see a pretty solid rookie season from Joe Burrow. Now, Tua is 3 overalls lower than Burrow, but I don't think that's going to change much for the end result for these players. They both have hidden potential, so they both can easily turn into superstar X Factor. Looking at his stats, Tua has very comparable stats to Burrow. I think Burrow just is a little bit better in that regard, but it's going to be interesting to see what this season unfolds and how it ends up. Predictions, let me know in the comment section. Who do you think is going to have a better season in the simulation and also in real life? Personally, I think in simulation, Burrow's going to do better, and for regular season, I think Tua has the chance to be actually pretty solid this season. Not that I don't think Joe's going to play well. I think Tua actually kind of has better options and better weapons. He has Mike Gesicki. He has got Devontae Parker. He's got Preston Williams. He's got a pretty solid receiving core. And not that Burrow doesn't, but AJ Green can't stay healthy. Tyler Boyd's not bad, but I think overall we could see Tua Tagovailoa have a better rookie season. But nonetheless, let's simulate the first half of this season. We'll stop at the midpoint just to see how our two rookies are faring for their first half of their rookie season. All right, looking at Joe Burrow's stats halfway through the season, we have 12 touchdowns and 5 interceptions for a 66 completion rate and almost 2,000 passing yards. Not bad whatsoever. Does he have anything rushing? 77 yards for a touchdown. Okay, so nothing crazy. Not a bad start. Looks like he will be on pace for 4,000 touchdowns and maybe mid-20s, maybe low 30 touchdowns, but we'll have to see how the rest of the season goes for Burrow. All right, Tua is doing a little bit better. He is so far at 2,016 yards passing, 13 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. It looks like Tua might have a better rookie season so far. Now, we don't know specifically, right? Anything could change, but right now it looks like Tua might have a better individual season. All right, as for records, the Bengals are unfortunately sitting at a 2-6 record, and for the Dolphins, I don't think it's any more promising. They're at 1-7. Are either of these teams going to make the playoffs? It seems pretty unlikely, so we might have to rely heavily on individual stats for the season for both Tua and Joe Burrow. All right, let's send to the playoffs and see how these two teams do. All right, for the end of the season, Burrow seemed to turn it up a little bit. Passing yards, he was just under 4,000, but he cut down on his interceptions drastically. I think he started the season 12-5, and he only threw 2 more interceptions. So for a 28 touchdown, 7 interception season, pretty solid for 67 completion percentage. Joe Burrow had a pretty solid season rushing wise, 143 rushing yards for 3 touchdowns, so not bad as well. Let's look at Tua first. So for Tua, looks like, if I can jump to passing, so Tua looks like he really didn't throw the ball much more for passing. Only 3,600 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. It looks like Joe Burrow might have won this race for individual stats this season. Rushing wise, 166 yards, so very comparable to Joe Burrow. Only one touchdown though. It's going to be interesting to see who they give Rookie of the Year to. All right, for the end of the season, the Bengals actually turned it around, going from 2-6 to 7-9, and being very close to clinching a playoff spot. It looks like Joe Burrow's turned around the season, almost yielded a playoff berth for them. Not quite, but they were very close. As for the Dolphins, 6-10 was their final result for the season, so also not very bad. Going from 1-7 to 6-10. They had a solid second half to the season, so both rookie quarterbacks showed some promise on the home stretch. Now let's see about the individual accolades. All right, the MVP for this year is once again Lamar Jackson, as the Ravens went 14-2. Very, very impressive. Coach of the Year was John Harbaugh as well. When you have the best record, you typically get the Coach of the Year award as well. Now let's get into the offensive Rookie of the Year. And it looks like Justin Herbert gets Offensive Rookie of the Year. Joe Burrow finishes second, and Tua Tagovailoa goes third. Biggest plot twist in Madden franchise simulation history. Neither of the two guys that I'm comparing and simming against wins Rookie of the Year. Instead, Justin Herbert finesses them all and gets the dub. We'll have to check out what Justin Herbert's stats are in a second. All right, yeah, this is pretty fair. Herbert finished with almost 4,500 passing yards, 35 touchdowns, 18 interceptions for a 63 completion percentage. Yeah, I can't knock him for that. He had way more passing yards, more touchdowns. He did have more interceptions, but that kind of comes with the more attempts, right? So did Justin Herbert deserve to get Rookie of the Year? I'll let you decide, but I think it's a pretty fair decision on the simulations part. And to add to everything else, the Chargers did have the best record out of the three rookies. So yeah, Justin Herbert definitely deserved to get this Rookie of the Year. That sums it up for this video. Overall, it looks like, comparing the two, Joe Burrow and Tua Tagovailoa, Joe Burrow had slightly the better rookie season, even though Justin Herbert stole a show and got Rookie of the Year. It looks like they both have very promising futures in the NFL. Now, will that happen? Who knows? With injury, Tua could immediately go down. With lack of weapons, Joe Burrow could struggle early on in Cincinnati. Who knows? But from the simulation, it looks like we have some bright new faces to quarterbacks in the NFL. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please smash a like and consider subscribing. I will see you all in the next video. Take care, guys.
What we do here is go back.